Hello, hi, good evening. This is Christine Crowell here, and today I'm going to be talking about how it is important to build a community for the future of your business. And why do I say that? Because building a community is very close to my heart. And the journey really started with me building my community, for example, for the times when I needed a community, for example. And I'm going to explain a story to you which is very personal and dear to my heart. You see, my husband of 28 years, he passed away 2017, and that was the day when I realized that a community is so much needed. And I knew that in my own healthcare businesses I was building a community, but when I needed a community was there for me. And that was the Macmillan team and the Maria Curry team, the ones in the UK, for example. And they were truly amazing. They were there. You felt as if they were family members coming into your home at such a difficult time. And although it was 2017, it was actually on this day, the 4th of February, when I lost my husband of 28 years. And I lost him at 10 a.m. in the morning, and then I lost my mother the same day at 10 p.m. It was an unforgettable time for me. But I had a community that was there to help me to survive, to help me to turn to, because obviously I've got children, and I believe that we need to get back to the basics of building a community in your business, a care business community, because you may not think so, but if you build a community, it will also help you with your healing and with running your business as well. Because there's nothing better than having a community that you can turn to and that you can support as well. And they need you. The community needs you, because they could be going through some difficult times in their own personal lives, or maybe they've gone through loss. And you build a community, it will be like a lifeline for them. It could be that way. And I believe it will also help you with your business, because like I said, it's not about the money, it's about building a community where you know what the needs are, what they require from you, and how you can support them in your care business, for example, or whatever business you have. Imagine that you are able to build a community, and I feel so passionate about this because I've been there myself, and I needed a community, and they were there for me at one of the most difficultest time in my family's life. They were there for me. And I will say it again, it was the Macmillan and also the Marie Curry was also there as well. And St. Barnabas Hospice was there. 3 organizations, but they made you feel like you was part of the community, and they supported you through the most difficultest time. because sometimes when you are looking after service users, they're going through a difficult time. They're going through, terminal illness, or they could be going through a temporary illness, but you can be there for them during those difficult times. And it will also help their loved ones to be able to cope as best as they can with your support, because sometimes you don't want to, you need to have that time, and you also need to have an organization that can work with you and your family members and your loved ones and support you. And this is the reason why I say that building a care community is so important. By you building a care community, it's essential for, I believe it's essential for long-term success, resilience and sustainable growth in your business, for example. Now, whether you're running a home care agency or you're running a recruitment care agency, nursing agency, or supported living business, for example, there's multiple different ways that you can build a strong community. And you'll be able to provide support and resources needed. And this will help you to also thrive. Now, I've told you about my story, and I believe that building a community it's from you, for example, and I'll say from me to we. You become one with your community. And I think that that's so important, because if you're not getting out there on the streets, meeting your community, then you're doing something wrong. Your community needs you. Your community needs your support, especially during this difficult time right now. Anytime they need it in their own lives. So I'm going to mention one of the TEDx talks, and I think it'd be good for you to check it out after this talk, or whenever you decide to. And the talk was done by Kathy Kofi, for example, Kofi. And she says, she calls this come unity, for example. And she said how it completed her soul. And I feel the same way. And I'm sure that you would as well, by running your own care business community. Like when I went out in 2001 and I hand delivered all of those Christmas meals for free on my own time to about 20, I think it was about 20 service users. I lost track. 20 service users had a Christmas meal that day. I delivered it. I didn't charge for it. I did it out of the goodness of my heart. And you know what? Although by the time I got back home, the Christmas dinner was burnt, for example, I still felt good inside, because I knew I did something for the community. I helped the community, because there were family members that couldn't be there on that day because they were perhaps abroad or America, for example. And that was really what made my business thrive, because as soon as after the holidays, the amount of phone calls that came through saying thank you, thank you, thank you. You made my mum or my dad's day or my friend's day, for example, by just doing that kind gesture. And they were saying, what can I give? I said, nothing. I don't want anything for this, because I did it out of the goodness of my heart. I saw the clients as my own family members. And that's why the power of building a community can be transformative. You would not believe. And this is why I want to talk to you. This is 2025. Just because we've got computers, just because we've got our VoIP phones, for example, just because we've got AI, doesn't mean to say we shouldn't go out on the streets and meet the community and talk to them, build relationships, and look at this community building, looking at this as playing a critical role in your company's growth, your personal growth as well, and you're fostering connections amongst the community. It will really give you the insights of the community, and it will significantly impact individual lives and offering support like it did for me when I needed it. And that's why there's something that is so special about building a community.